What's up, everybody? It's Coach JB with HoopStudy, and in this episode of the HoopStudy Huddle, we're looking at the Utah Jazz's pick and roll offense. Their offense has been at the top of the league this year, averaging the most points per possession and points in a game using the pick and roll. When the ball handler tries to score, they are ranked number 1 in the league. When the roll man scores, they are ranked 6th in the league. And when they spot up for a jumper or using the third person, they are ranked 10th in the league. So with that being said, we're focusing on 3 people today: the ball handler, the screener, or the roll man, and we're going to focus on the third person as well. But today we're going to get started with the ball handler. You can see this screen being set for the ball handler. One of the most popular shot selections from the Utah Jazz has been the shoot after. So once they come off of this screen, they're going to get right into a 3. We'll see it again here in this next clip. This screen's going to step over, and they always make sure that they're making contact with their screen. This is something that we'll talk about when we start talking about the roll man. But again, they come off of this screen and they get into their 3. One thing that I also found unique here is once they come off of this screen, they throw the ball out so they can step right into their jump shot, and they have efficient footwork with this. Let's check that out live one last time.
Now a two-time All-Star.
Here are a couple more clips of the guard shooting after the screen. Pay attention to their pace and how they use the screen.
First triple of the night.
4th game on this 4-game West Coast swing as Mitchell will pull up for a deep, letting Gafford know, hey, I'm here.
Showing you just why he was.
Angles.
Another popular tactic has been the double drag. The double drag is essentially when these 2 screeners will come down and set screens for the ball handler in transition.
For Gobert.
Get up, Ethan. Go shoot it.
So again, we're going to see those double drag screens being set. These 2 screeners just come down and set screens in transition, and then the ball handler makes a decision afterwards. Here they decide to end up snaking the screen, so this way they give themselves more time to find a scoring option. So again, a lot of their success deals with the pace of the ball handler. Now pay attention to what the screener does here. The second big option that they use is the twist. They set the screen at one angle and then they'll twist it to give the ball handler a better option. So essentially they're just changing the angle of the screen. This can also be referred to as a rescreen. This causes a lot of problems for the defense because they have to guard screens in multiple ways in one possession. Let's check out some more options live, and you'll be able to tell what those options are, what you're looking for, and what they're called by looking at the label at the bottom of the screen.
LeBron was a close second to a guy by the name of Jason Kidd.
Angles, that's a 3.
Against Rudy Gobert. I like that. I want to see if the Wizards can get back to that more often.
The face by McDermott off that rebound. That's why he kind of lost his bearings there for a second.
Spurs 11-4 run. Jackson and Ingles with Conley, Rudy Gay, and Rudy Gobert. Clarkson in the paint, patient. First leads in 36-34, 14-3 run.
Now the second part of the pick and roll obviously consists of the roll man. Now the roll man has been a pivotal part of their offense. In fact, the Jazz are actually sitting 6th in the league right now with scoring efficiency from this position. One thing that I want you to notice is that these bigs are screening and then moving into an area to where they can score from. They're not just taking their time to roll, they're slipping screens and they're getting to an area where they can get an efficient look at a basket. The other unique thing about the Jazz is that they'll set screens with guards and they'll have the guard be a roll man, which makes it really hard to defend. Let's check out some more action live from this position and pay particular attention to how they're screening and the areas to where they're moving to.
If you don't, it's a long year.
It is.
Donovan looks to Rudy, fires a strike and a 5 of 14 shots. Jazz need to stop on the defensive end. Bogey on a roll to the rim.
To the short joke to run it back. Sure built like one. Here's Ingles on the edge off the right side screen. Nice 2-man basketball and $22 million deal. Here's Clarkson with Whiteside. There's the pick. 4 different players, make it 5 now in double figures, actually, for the Clippers. Oh, great pass. Yeah, they blitz.
And throw it into Joe, front court. Bounce pass, Rudy on a runner. Hammer down.
And like the Jazz, finding that space, you can't guard everything, leaving guys open.
On top 5 seasons with Brooklyn. Conley. Lob it up, put it down. Utah trying to make it 7 in the win column, 7 in a row. Conley felt the pressure, drives inside, drops it inside. Gobert double pumps, gets around.
Lastly, we're going to take a look at the third person. We've already looked at the ball handler and now the roll man. Now we're taking a look at the third person. The third person is off of the ball. They're not the ball handler and they're not the screener. This is the individual who is on the court that is generally either spotting up for a 3 or they're going to lift out of the corner, and sometimes they'll drift as well. The biggest part about being the third player is making sure that you give your teammates space and you're staying actively engaged in the play. You might find yourself in an open position to pull up from 3, so long as you're paying attention to what's going on in the court and you're giving good space. Let's check out some more clips live and pay particular attention to the spacing that they keep on the court and watch the movements that they use in order to move into an open area so this way they can catch and shoot.
Conley and the Jazz go to work up by 14. They open up this third quarter. Royce O'Neal on the...
Conley rejects the screen, hits Gobert with a pocket pass. Lost his balance from blocks. He's got 6 tonight. Clarkson off that right side screen. Bogdanovich.
Washington, 3 minutes left. Crowd's been quiet in the second half of play. Bogey wide open 3. 3% from the floor. Conley back to work. Finds room in the paint off to Royce. Floater.
Minutes to go in this type of game.
Conley runs with Gobert. Kick it out. 3 ball.
With a nice floater in the paint.
Conley on a drive. Royce looking for 3. I just watched Conley walk by Beverly there at the free throw line, and those two looked at each other and bumped shoulders like, yeah, I'll be here all night. Bogey, beautiful shot.
So just a quick review. Today we did talk about the 3 different positions involved in a pick and roll. We talked about the ball handler. We talked about the roll man. And we also talked about the third person who generally spots up in a corner or they'll lift out of it. And just a reminder, the Jazz are sitting in great positions right now. They're first with scoring with the ball handler in the pick and roll, 6th with the roll man, and then that person who's spotting up for 3. Right now they are ranked 10th. Now, if you really want to dive deep into this, I really suggest that you hop inside of our Pick and Roll Academy where you can learn from all of the different topics, including the basics, screening nuances, spacing, and attacking defensive coverages.